Are you 3 feet from gold?
This is your first day in real estate, and I am your real estate sales trainer and coach, James Festini, and this is the program that's going to teach you how to sell more real estate in less time.
Let me tell you the story about this gold miner named R.U. Darby, who got all excited to go out west back in the day in Colorado, and he found a mine, and he started digging and found a little nugget of gold. So he got super excited, and he buried this nugget, and he went back home to his family and his friends so that they could go and chip in money to buy equipment to pull it out of this mine by the truckload. So the first ore cart comes out, and it was filled with gold. Totally stoked, right? He's gonna be rich. And they started digging and digging and digging, and then there was no more gold. They kept digging, and there was no more gold. So finally, he's just like, you know what? Screw this. I'm done with this gold thing. I quit. All this equipment left over. And he finds this junk collector, this junk man walking by, and he goes, hey man, give me $200 and I'll sell you this mine and all the equipment. He goes, I'm going home. I'm going bust. So the junk man, or the whoever this guy was, he saw the equipment was worth plenty of money, so he goes, okay, I'll buy it. Darby goes home, defeated, embarrassed, but this junk man does something brilliant. He looks for somebody who's really experienced in the industry. He goes to the local engineer, and he says, you know, this Darby guy found a bunch of gold, and now it ran out. So the engineer goes, you know what? I could probably help you out. You know what? Let's go check it out. And he goes, and he tells this junk man that Darby probably was coming in one side and got gold, and then he went back into dirt, but that, I guess gold goes in a straight line. All he had to do was go back to the beginning, and if he goes 90 degrees in the opposite direction, and that he'll tap back into that vein. You know what I'm talking about? The vein. So the junk man goes back in with this knowledge, and he pulls out millions of dollars. And according to the legend is that it's one of the biggest gold mines ever, and it continues to produce. How many times have you been in a situation where you feel like quitting, like you don't want to do this anymore? Are you Darby, right? You're watching all of these motivational videos, but are you even digging? Are you finding these little gold nuggets, but you're going in the opposite direction? I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Most real estate sales trainer and coaches methods work, but if you're not working, it doesn't work. However, there are plenty of bad advisors out there who will tell you there's gold in them their hills and give you the tools where there is no gold in the hills and they're only selling you the tools. Or vice versa. There is gold and they are giving you the tools, but you're not digging. So which one is it? See, I'd like to think that I am like the junk man, because I know that going back to the beginning, well, maybe I'm more like the geologist or that expert who says, I know that going back to the basics, that if I just hit the numbers, if I just stay where I'm at, that is what prospecting is. I am always 3 feet from gold, aka one call away from that listing, one door away from that listing, one call away, one sales pitch away from getting my next transaction. And all I need to do is keep digging. What does it mean to dig in real estate? It means find people who need your help. Find people who are interested in buying or selling. There are only two ways to do this. You either go out and get it, or it comes to you. That's it. There's only two ways to get gold. You either go out and dig for it, or you wait for it to come to you, right? Well, for it to come to you, it's going to cost a little bit more money, right? I mean, you just got to wait. The leads, the names and numbers, you got to wait for it. But if you have to eat next month, you got to pay for more to come to you. So you do marketing, right? So one of them is outbound sales and one of them is marketing. We call this active and we call this passive. The only two ways to generate income in real estate is through marketing, spending money, getting your name out there and establishing a reputation, building a connection with the community, and then having people say, you're the one, I'd like to do business with you. But it takes time. It takes years to become the number one agent. It takes years to become the most recognized. Even if you're not the number one agent, to become recognized takes years, right? So what can you do? Can you dig faster? Yes. Can you dig faster? Yes. Can you dig smarter? Yes. But do you quit before it's too early? What have I been doing over the last couple of years? I've been thinking to myself that 100 outbound contacts a day is sufficient. Because, well, in 1993 to 2003, 2004, 5, 6, 7, prior to the internet / swipe left / smartphone economy, prior to caller ID, prior to the do not call list, that's really all it took. 100 contacts. There was a little more trust back then. There was a little less reluctance to, just do it by the time you got them. There wasn't so many agents. There's a lot of formulas and factors that was making it easier to find gold. Back in the gold rush days, we're talking about prospecting, right? Back in the gold rush days, it was easier to find gold, and everybody went out west, right? They didn't go out east, and they didn't go east. They went west, so everybody gathered there, and everybody gathered around the phones. But now telemarketers ruined it. Marketers ruin everything, but telemarketers ruined it for us who want to pick up the phone and call and speak to people. So now I know that I had to dig more. That's all. So over the last couple of weeks, I realized, it's not that I'm 3 feet from gold. It's that now the ore or the mine shaft is harder, right? The tools are more dull. They're not as effective. The time it takes to chip away is farther in between, right? But the cost of gold is the same, right? So why wouldn't I continue to keep my tools sharp? Have to sharpen them often, but I have to keep going. So I have to raise my standard. I no longer can hammer 3 to 5 hours a day. Now it's 5 to 7 hours a day. I've got to sit there and chip away. I am always 3 feet from gold. And I know that any minute now, any day now, all of my exhaustive efforts, all of my tremendous effort to succeed will pay off. And I assure you guys, if there are only 2 ways to generate business in this real estate industry, go out and get it or have it come to you. I do both. I love to have it come to me, but I have big goals. I want to sell a lot of properties. I want to help a lot of people. And I couldn't spend enough money to get enough people to come in. I mean, the noise is so loud. There's so much noise out there for people to find you, right? For them to look and find you in the industry, in the crowd. How do you stand above the crowd? You got to pay for it, right? How expensive is it now to get yourself front and center? Forget getting to the top of Google search. So how do you get yourself in front of more gold? Dig more, dig harder, be more consistent, Just keep pushing. Never give up. Do not for 1 second stop 3 feet from gold. Every day I go into the office motivated, and there are moments, where I'm just tired and exhausted, and I think to myself, man, is this even going to pay off? And then an appointment happens. When I'm out there door knocking and I think, man, there's so many doors, jeez, is this even going to happen, right? You start doubting yourself. That's why I always have to have podcasts and YouTube videos, and I always have to have audio, because I am the king of self-doubt. Because I put myself in situations where doubt is persistent. It's consistent. I mean, when you go out and you attempt 200 to 300 attempts at finding a yes every day, and that translates to 150 to 200 no's a day. Tell me that normal humans can handle that much rejection in one day. But if I do it, I go for the no, I'm going to earn that yes. I know that I'm a damn good agent. I know I put everything I got into this real estate thing, and that every client that I come in contact with, I'm not interrupting them. If they don't have a need for my services, I'm quick, I'm in and out, I'm a pop-up ad, find the big red X, hit X, and I'm out of there. I'm not going to be annoying to people who don't want my services. But if I find someone who needs my services or could benefit from my service, there is no agent on the planet that's going to work harder than me. It's just not possible. I truly believe that. I give my heart and my soul. My wife is also an agent, so we work together. It's a 2-for-1, and I'm going to lose sleep. They're going to pay me to lose sleep so that they don't. That they know when they go to bed that their agent is losing the sleep for them. That they know that somebody is going to be there. That is the kind of confidence you have to have. And that is the only way you're going to know that what you're doing is going to earn you that gold. Keep your eye on the prize, my friends. Never give up. Have total self-confidence. And if the marketplace rejects you, it is their loss. Unless you suck. If you suck, then thank goodness that you didn't get the business, because you're making us look bad. But for those of us who really put it in, who really do the time, who really, really care about the customer and care about getting that thing done for them, and if something goes wrong, you completely go bonkers and you can't sleep until you fix it, that's the kind of person that you need to become. And it doesn't take much at all. It's just like, my next customer, I'm going to give it my all. And I'm going to prove to the world that I am the best. Prove to yourself. You don't have to prove anything. Prove to yourself that you, honest to God, believe it, and you will not quit 3 feet from gold. Once you know for sure that you deserve that business, damn the torpedoes. Keep digging. Keep pushing. I don't have any problem knocking on a door and having somebody not satisfied or less than. I'm not spreading ill will. That's why my script is so concise, so quick. Hi, you thinking of selling your house? No, thank you very much. Have a nice day. And I get off their lawn. I get out of their face because they're not interested. But for the one, I feel so confident. It's like I have the cure for an incurable disease, or I have the penicillin for their infection, right? That I have the antibiotics for their infection. So I have to go door to door and say, are you sick? No, thank you very much. Have a nice day. Are you sick? No. And then when I find the one that might be sick, I'm just like, you got to believe me. I have the cure. They just have to have a little bit of faith that I come to them with the cure. But I'm not going to annoy people who aren't sick. I just need to. Unfortunately, if you had the cure for the most incurable disease, if you had the cure for cancer and no one would listen to you, you would go door to door looking for people and say, please. If you had the cure for any illness, the common cold, you'd knock door to door and be like, I don't know why no one's listening to me, but this is what it is. No matter what, you have to have confidence. Look at Colonel Sanders. What was he, like 70 years old, 80 years old? He knew his recipe was worth it. He's like, I'm not doing it. I know it's good. And if you don't like it, fine. But he takes it to the masses. He takes it as much as he can. And finally someone's like, yep, you got it. Never give up. It's never too late. Never give up. Pick up that pickaxe, pick up that shovel, and get back to work.
People ask me all the time, where do I get my data? How do I have so many good numbers without spending an arm and a leg? Because I recommend you get it from 3 places, and I merge them to create the ultimate white pages. 2 of them are Cole Realty Resources and TelephoneList.biz. They will provide you names, addresses, phone numbers, along with email addresses scrubbed against the do not call list, available for both US and Canada. Now, I do a lot of door knocking, and my favorite app to use is Realty Buddy, a GPS tracking software with robust goal setting and follow-up campaigns. Realty Buddy takes care of the hassle, and Realty Buddy is the success to my door knocking. It's only available on iOS though, so sorry Android. But I will recommend Knockwise. They're really good too. Now, have you seen my amazing local market videos for my real estate business? In one word, terror datum. They make videos branded to your brokerage and automatically update them every month with videos by zip code, county, city, and your hyper-local market, and it's extremely affordable. Have you guys seen my website lately? Well, you should. It's absolutely gorgeous. I owe it all to ZenTap. They will help you with your advertising using your MLS, IDX, and social media to attract an audience and engage your leads using sophisticated bots. Now, you're gonna need a powerful CRM to manage all of this, and as you know, Mojo Selling Solutions is more than just a dialer. It's the most powerful CRM bar none. Mojo provides you expires for sell by owners, and that is the third list of data, along with email and mail campaigns. For more information on any of these products, along with my personal coaching and training products, go to jamesfestini.com today. Or just show financial support at any amount on patreon.com/James Festini. Now, get back to work.